he taps out a lot, I'll consider the explosives. We know he has Bolt. Yes, he does have Bolt, but he did have the Electrolyze, unfortunately. So Electrolyze means he redirected it to me. Okay, so hang on. Can we... I think I can move this to the Spellskite instead of giving up the Glen. Can't I redirect the portion that's... Electrolyze is always strange with Spellskite. I think I can redirect the... Since he didn't target Spellskite, I think I can redirect the portion that's targeting Sage. He's targeting me and he's targeting Sage. I think I can. It is target creatures. It's just if he had targeted Spellskite and Sage, I couldn't. Square says, I don't think you can. It's only if he... Lightning Shard says, I think you can. Stack says, Judge. I think we can because he's not... If he'd gone Spellskite Sage, I don't think he could. I think we can. Wait a minute, let me do the math here. Are we cracking back for nearly lethal if I clean up the tokens? Pretty sure you can redirect Sis Dirigible. I think we can too. He targeted me and the Sage. Let's try to find it for future reference. Well, no, we'd like to have the mana for other purposes. Yeah, because it's not targeting Skite. Okay. Yes. It asked if I wanted to redirect the target that was hitting Sage. Neat. Yeah, if he wanted a next level us, he needed to target the Spellskite. I would have had to use Glen, and I couldn't trade with the Pyromancer. We're still taking a lot of damage, though. I mean, I have to clean up tokens instead of the Pyromancers, unfortunately. That also puts us to 14, though, which means we're taking more. I'd love a top deck of... I mean, we have the explosives in hand. It's not like we don't have anything. And I can play around most counter magic. Is he pathing too? He's pathing Glen. Do I want to trade with the Pyromancer more than having a Spellskite in the future? Maybe. That might actually be worth it. Like trading with a Pyromancer here with the Glen. Or not. It's not trading because we're keeping the Sage. But I'm almost 100% we have to clean up the tokens. And I think we give up the Spellskite so that I can kill the Pyromancer here with our 2/2. That might be wrong because he has a bunch of cards in hand. But there's merit to that because if I clean up the board on elementals and he's just got a Pyromancer and a Snap, it'll take him time to rebuild. I don't hate it. Like, he really wants to protect that Pyromancer if that's the play he's doing. Say yes. Actually, another mountain wouldn't be terrible because we have to set the explosives. No, it's still island. It's always island. But now we're taking a lot, so she'll persist. Okay, so Scalding Tarn the draw. So we clean up the tokens. We bash in. He tries to bash back. Like, we clean up tokens. We put him to 1, and then he can't really swing back, right? It's too bad we didn't draw a creature. I like that. I like that line. Like, explosives on 0. Like, we're nearly killing this guy. Didn't you say he has a bolt? Oh shoot, yeah, he does have Bolt. Okay, what if we just swung Mutavault and Sage because I don't want to block with them, and we'll block with Glen, and we'll use the Glen. Well, I have a negate though. Why blow up now? Says Square 2 so I can get in. I'm trying to get in here, guys. I have a counterspell for his Bolt. I'm not worried about him coming back across. We need to get him to 1 so that I can just swing across the finish line with Glen. And we can play Scalding Tarn to have another counterspell. He can't animate Colonnade. He has to have like triple Bolt, which he can't. He's got 2 red sources. Not much the Nightwing. Like, I think we swing and then all I have to do is connect with the flyer, and he doesn't have flyers. He might have 2 bolts. I have 2 counters. Philip, I have 2 counters. Just let me do this, guys. Seriously. I appreciate the input. I do. But you might have just gotten in the channel, and you might not know what's going on. I have double counter. If we wanted to be even safer, we crack this now so we can't, you know, do shenanigans in response. Grab another blue source, say go. And if he just tosses the bolt, that's fine. You can have as many pyromancies as you want, dude. Now, he may bolt in response, though. Ooh, actually, I think I see what he's trying to do. I'm trying to swing across the finish line with the Glen, but it looks like he won't. Well, actually, I can just animate and swing all out. He can't stop me. Yeah, that's fine. Like, he'll make blockers, like, but I'm swinging 3 creatures. He's only making 1 blocker, as far as I can tell. Oh, he had a path, too? Yeesh, that changes things. Gross. Okay. So there's path and a bolt. Okay. Makes me wish I still had the spell skite. I could protect Glen. Yeah. A bolt sage. Gosh, we were so close, guys. Oh my gosh, he just had it all. That's okay. Yeah, path, so I can't. Yeah, what are we drawing? Mountain. Okay. Good games, jeez. If that works against Eldrazi, I would totally play it. I don't think it does. No offense to my opponent. It was good against us, though. He had a lot of removal. Yeah. We're toast, Emperor. He had removal for the he had removal for my persist creature, so he was able to break the combo. And that's where you need the third piece. If your opponent has a whole lot of removal, that's where we needed the Kira. We actually boarded into Kira. We actually needed the Prodigy too, but I cut the Prodigies. I didn't think we needed Prodigy in that matchup though. I thought that the Archmage combo would be enough, but I think we still should have kept in the Prodigy. I'm doing good, Dude Druid. It was a good game though. Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes your opponent just has a better draw than you. You don't get upset. Honda says combo breaker. Well, if he has like 4 pieces of removal, yes, they can break the combo. Most decks right now though don't have that much removal. I wouldn't if you're skeptical about the wizard deck, we did just 4-1 with it last stream. And actually it started off with a loss. We lost to Fish and then we won every match. Period. But, you know, if your opponent has like a million pieces of removal, yes, they can totally break it. It's a creature-based combo, just like the Malara combo. If your opponents have a million pieces of removal, they can break that too. I wouldn't keep this. We're gonna mulligan. Also, all we needed to see was a Master Waves, and my board could have. Please mulligan. There we go. My board could have met his board. I'm not worried about it. This sounds a little awkward because it's the Silvergill without the Aether Vial or the Merfolk, but you could draw the Merfolk. Nyazu. Oh, Moto bot's working again. I actually kind of preferred not knowing that information, though, to tell you the truth. Although, you know what's funny, though, is I see a lot of people, I'm going to top it. I see a lot of people who aren't streamers, like, hit up Dan Bope's channel, MTGBot, and they'll, like, search other players, so... I see that happen all the time. Like, I've come in there just to talk to Dan, and there's people just, like, who totally aren't streamers just coming in there like, oh, I want to know what this guy's playing. People take the game so serious, it's hilarious. What's up, Dubs? I still believe, says Emilis. Or Honda. Thank you, Honda. I'm glad you believe. Let me make a new screenshot-arino for you, Emilis. You're actually looking at yesterday's build. So, delete command. Add command. Hang on a second. Delete command, deck list. Add command. There we go. Okay, so... he hasn't done anything yet, so we'll talk about the deck for a moment. So what have I made changes to? I made our aggro match a little bit better. I trimmed some land and added in some filler. Not filler per se, more creatures basically to sacrifice to Void Mage, Sage of Epicure. I'm not displeased with them so far. I've actually really liked them every time we've had them in the opener. And late game, they make you draw to your action faster. So what's the combo, says Turkish? Will I be streaming the Legacy Moto challenges? I'd like to. That would be sweet. I'm developing a Legacy variant of this, actually. I like keeping up with my opponent. I'm going to bolt the Hierarch. Was that a fish? No. Do I have to cast this? Not yet. I actually would rather make this about the Prodigy and the Vendilion Clique for a little bit. Hey. What's up? What's with the long dot 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 dot? Bolt the bird. What's with the long dot 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 dot? This hand, the only thing that would have made this hand better would have been something along the lines of bolt. You gonna bolt me? I bolted you. You wanna bolt me? Something along the lines of, I'd love it if it's Path. That would be sweet. Voice of Resurgence? Sure. With Aether Vial, like, I'd laugh at Voice, but we don't, Well, we just drew a Merfolk. I tell you guys, we always seem to get there on the Silvergill, which is sweet. Is this really like a counterspell matchup? Not really. Do I really want to trade Prodigy for Voice? Not really. And maybe that was my mistake last match. I probably just didn't board correctly. Didn't feel like spelling your full name. No. So the dot 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 wasn't like a hello BrewSpy, hello chat. That's how I interpreted it. It was you just didn't want to type out my full name. That's fine. You can call me BrewSpy. You can call me Sean. You can call me. Some people still call me Spawn. That's fine. You can call me whatever. I went the wrong way. Kiki Core confirmed, says Emperor. Let's do this. Bolt. Okay. Nope. It's something different. That's Nikadal. It is not Kiki Cord. He doesn't want to trade his Voice for my Silvergill. That's interesting. I'm going to draw again then. This draw engine is actually really solid. It works for fish. It works for us as a wizard deck too. I've been really impressed with the Silvergill. Just meat. Just getting more bodies on the table. They have synergy with Sage of Fables. Like they'll come in as 3/2s if you have a Sage of Fables. And then draw you more cards. That's good. Say go. We can do the tempo play of Harbinge the Nikadal. I don't like that though. No, actually I don't like that at all. Or no, excuse me, that'll be next turn, excuse me, because I can't flash him. I guess I was thinking I had a Vial. Baby Zoo. Dub says Sage of Epitier. Can we agree the deck should be called Moon Wizards? Turkish, the combo we already... I'm sorry, friend. I guess people in chat didn't do a good job explaining. I'm happy to explain. Okay, so Sage plus Glenn. Glenn doesn't get -1/-1 counters. Kind of reminiscent of the Malar combo. So Sage plus Glenn gives you more or less as many negates as you can pay blue mana for, and then Prodigy gives you as many counterspells, blue counterspell, this is sacrifice a wizard counter target spell, you just sacrifice the Glen, as you can pay for. So it's kind of like Thopter Foundry meets counter magic. It's as many times as Turkish as I can pay for the counter magic, I can do it. Which is really neat. Would you trade the Silvergills here? No, he probably has another removal spell, I'll just take it. Huntmaster? Okay. I like Huntmaster's synergy with Voice of Resurgence. It means I don't really want to... Oh, wow, that was a nice draw. I don't really want to flip the... Yeah. So I think what we do here is we Harbinge the Nikadal, which tempos him. We bolt Huntmaster and say go. We could also Vendilion... I don't like Vendilion Cliquing during his turn. Could also wait to Harbinge the Wolf. Well, we absolutely have to bolt Huntmaster. Philip says it'll be a hard matchup.